Hello, you beautiful human who has decided to click on this video and watch it. I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And if you've never been here before, nice to meet you. I am Carrie Rad. Today's video is going to be about finding your passion and how to actually create your dream job, which I am so excited to talk about with you guys. If you are new here and if you are not already, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel with your notifications turned on. And also please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you are excited for and if you are enjoying Love Your Life series. One of the most beautiful things you can do in your life is figure out what your passion is and to have a clear direction of where you want to go with that passion. And there's definitely nothing better than actually creating your dream job from scratch based off of what your passion in life is. Those two concepts are different. Finding out your passion and then actually being able to create your dream job, they're different processes that we can go through in life, but I'm going to explain to you guys 5 different ways to figure out both of these things and actually start developing a dream job for yourself. My first tip for you guys is something that is very personal to me, and this is visualization. And there are different ways that you can use visualization to your benefit, but I am someone who is constantly using visualization in my everyday life. I've always, from a very young age, kind of been somebody who feels outside of my mind looking in, and I know that those of you who don't experience this probably think that that sounds very bizarre, but it is quite common, and a lot of people do experience this as well. You're kind of living outside of yourself and you're almost just observing your life and the things that are going on and the things that you want to have happen. So I am someone who's always been a dreamer, and I could always see my dreams. I would visualize myself accomplishing the goals that I wanted to accomplish, and the most bizarre thing about visualization is that once you get to that place that you visualize, it is so crazy to be in that place because you literally, that was a vision of yours that you knew was going to happen. So visualization is so crazy, and there's so many different ways to do it. If you're someone that visualization doesn't come naturally to you, then doing a vision board is a great way to bring images to your mind for what you want your life to look like and what you want your goals to look like or your accomplishments in life. So cutting out pieces of a magazine and putting them all together on a board and putting them up on your wall to look at every single day is really going to help you give yourself some positive affirmations and allow you to imagine the things that you want to accomplish in life, which will really help with visualization. Another tip that I have for you guys, and this one is specifically for finding your passion, is to think about what you loved doing as a child. I know a lot of people go through school and go through life and they're just always wondering, what do I love to do? What do I want to do? What is my passion? That is such a big question for people, especially when you're on your way to college or you're in the middle of college. Sometimes even when people get out of college, they feel like they studied something that they just don't know, and they don't know how to implement it in their life, and they want to do something that they're passionate about and they just don't know how to sort it out. Okay guys, I had to take a break really quick because my food just got here, so I'm actually going to eat this and talk with you guys because I'm very hungry right now. It is lunchtime and I just shot another video before this, and girls gotta eat. I know for me, I used to set up my living room as a spa, and I would pretend that I had my own spa, and I would have my friends play spa day with me, and we would like do mani-pedis when we were little, and I just always imagined having a spa. And it's funny because when I first started off my channel, I was really in the direction of beauty and fashion, which were always things that were important to me as well, but I always really, really loved self-care and relaxation, and I knew that about myself from a very young age, but I never knew how to implement that into my channel. So interestingly enough, when I started implementing that into my channel, then I started realizing, oh my gosh, this is my niche. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is me. There's never been any other content that I've created that is more me, and I've had people tell me that in my life now. My friends and family are like, duh, this is what you should have always been creating because this is so you. And it's funny because your passion can be right in front of you, and it could be something that you've loved your entire life, but you didn't know or realize it to implement into what you're currently doing, if that makes any sense. So yeah, just thinking about what you've always loved is a really great way to figure out what your passion is. And I know that that sounds super simple, but it's just not something that we think about every day. I know I didn't, so I'm telling you guys about it. I'm eating an Asian chicken bowl thing and some spring rolls, and that is so spicy, so if my eyes are watering, that is why. And if you are having a hard time remembering what you loved to do as a kid and that doesn't ring a bell for you, and maybe you loved a bunch of things when you were a kid, so maybe that option doesn't really work for you, then think about going out and figuring out what makes you happy and what you're passionate about, and talk to people and try new things, because maybe you don't know right off the bat. Do you want to work in a shelter, potentially? Do you know you really like animals, but maybe you don't know if that's something you would really want to do? So maybe like go volunteer at a shelter. Just go out and try things, because then you'll really have an understanding for what you want to do. Go intern somewhere potentially, because then you can get an idea of what that is like. Do you really like baking, but you don't know if you necessarily want to be a baker? Then go work somewhere where you're working under a baker, or shadow them. Especially if you want to be in the film industry, then go shadow a director, because a lot of directors do that. They will have people come in and shadow them who want to be a filmmaker. There are so many things that you can go out into the world and try, because if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know what my dream job is, I know I like these things, but I mean, I don't know what it's like to be in that industry. There's so many things you can do to figure out more. And if you really just don't even know what you like at all, but you don't know what your passion is at all, then you definitely need to go out there and try new things and talk to different people that are doing different things, people in your life, and pick something. Like, go for it and try it. And that's the only way you're gonna learn if you like it or not. I love spice, but woo, that's why I put the cucumbers in this. My next tip is about how to actually create your dream job, because creating your dream job, you have to make money, right? Because that's the thing that makes it your job. So finding out ways to make an income for the things that you love. And a lot of people feel like starting something from scratch like that sounds really scary, which it definitely can be. It's not easy to start a business or to create a website where you could potentially make money from what you love. So obviously this day and age, we have so many things on the internet to give us the access to create an income from the things that we love. We have YouTube, we have Amazon, we have Squarespace, we have all of these different things where you can just start something from scratch to eventually have income coming in. Now, obviously, it doesn't happen overnight, and obviously, it's not as easy as just starting it, but you know, a lot of people will come up with a product and they'll do all of the work that it takes to create this product, and then they can figure out how to sell it. Do they want to start it on a website? Do they want to do it on Amazon? Do they want to just start a YouTube channel and talk about the things that they love? So there are so many different options, especially this day and age. We are so lucky to have so many options to just do the things that we love, and it takes hard work. It does not happen overnight whatsoever. You have to put in the effort or it will not happen for you. So putting in the effort, doing everything you can to create this thing that you want and to earn an income from it, it's called being an entrepreneur, and it is not easy. When I first started my YouTube channel, I had no idea how to do it the right way without working 24/7, so I did work 24/7. And it was really difficult. And when my mom and I started wine and art parties, which I've talked about before, which is a business we started years ago, where we teach people how to paint a specific painting while they drink wine, my mom and I just thought, what do we love doing together? We love drinking wine and painting, so let's start wine and art parties. And we were like, that was our passion, turned into a business, and we went out there and put flyers everywhere. I would close the bank doors and then I would walk across the street and work another 4 hours after working a 8-hour shift to start this business. And I would go around to the restaurants and say, like, would you guys like us to host parties here? Would you, like, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. I would go in and pitch my business to all these different restaurants. I put in the work to create what I wanted to do. And then I was able to slowly but surely leave my banking job to do that. So things don't happen for people easily, and I think especially this day and age. I'm almost 30 years old, so I'm gonna be like an old lady here and like give you guys a little bit of my complaint. I would say that there are far too many people who feel very entitled these days, and maybe I'm just thinking that because I'm 30 years old now and maybe that's always been the case, but entitlement is really difficult because so many people feel entitled that things should just be given to them and that things should just kind of pan out for them the way that they want them to, but that's not the way that things work. And for some people, they have success overnight and they don't have to do very much, but for most of us, it takes a lot of work and a lot of grind and a lot of figuring it out, especially as an entrepreneur, but it's completely worth it. I just went on a tangent there about entitlement, but it's something that I definitely think about from time to time because it is like definitely common in this world that we live in. So work hard and things will happen for you. In that little rant, I just found myself moving naturally into my last tip, which is to just figure it out, just do it, do what you gotta do to get there. I think that's the biggest tip, is to do what you gotta do to get there. Go and make it happen. If there is a specific business that you wanna work at, go in there, show your face, go up to the front desk, say, how can I meet with somebody, or send emails, or go out and network for whatever that is that you want to do. You gotta get out there, because if you don't, then how is it going to happen? You have to put yourself in these circumstances for them to come back to you, and you have to work hard and you have to just push yourself to get into the lane that you need to be. I know that that can be really hard for a more introverted person, but the more that you put yourself out there, the more comfortable you'll start to feel, and it's really important for networking purposes and just for getting in front of the right people at the right time. Send out the emails that need to be sent out, meet with the right people, because things don't just magically happen. You have to take the steps in the right direction. That is it for how to find your passion and how to create your dream job. I hope that you guys loved this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you guys want me to cover more subjects like this and go more in depth about them, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to create more content like this. So I will see you guys very soon in an all new episode of Love Your Life series. I hope you guys are well, and go out there and find your passions. Let me know in the comments what your passions are if you know, and if you don't know, let me know exactly how you're gonna go out and find them. I wanna know. So I'll see you guys very soon in a new one. I'm gonna go finish my food now. Okay, bye.